there's a master, a human master, and he's got a slave. Guy comes to a guy and says, hey, you're my slave from today. He goes, okay, sure. All right, now that you're my slave, he's just standing around like, so what do you want me to do? And he says, do whatever you want. But see that fence over there? I didn't even put up a fence, I just painted a white line. Don't step on the other side of that white line. Can you do that much? He goes, sure, yeah, okay. So this relationship between the master and the slave starts. The master is sitting back on his rocking chair, watching the slave run around, do whatever he does. One day he's going close to the fence. And as he goes close to the fence, he looks back at the master. Is he looking? And he's looking. So he goes, not touching it, just kind of walking next to it. Right? And he goes around it. Master's just sitting there, no problem. So he's looking at the master as he's walking close to the line, and he trips. And where does he fall? Outside the fence. Immediately, where does the slave's eye go? He looks at him immediately. Master says, okay. He gets himself up, dusts himself off, gets up and starts walking. He says, that wasn't so bad. Next day he pretends to fall. Looks at the master again. Master never got up. Looked at him, just nothing. No consequences. Next day he's got one foot on this side, one foot on the other side, one foot on this side, one foot on the other side. And he keeps looking at the master. Anything, am I in trouble here? Master gets up and punishes him or no? No. Next day he's not even one foot on this side, one foot on the other side. Where is he? Totally on the other side. And his friend, who's a slave too, says, bro, what are you doing? He goes, what? He's so nice. Nothing ever happens. I fell one time, and I thought I was going to get in trouble, nothing happened. The next time I pretended to fall, still nothing happened. The next day I was kind of messing around, nothing happened. Don't worry about it. So you should come too. He is so cool. You won't even. Look at him, he's watching right now. No, does he do anything? No, it's just like, what do you think? A couple of years go by, and the slave one day calls the master. The master one day calls the slave. He says, come here a second. Okay, what's up? Remember I told you not to cross that line? You remember that? He goes, yeah, that's pretty funny. He goes, well, I've been counting the number of times you crossed the line. And for every time you've crossed, you deserve a whip. And I've counted about 3,000. And I've decided to give you all of them today. Does that come as a shock? Oh, what? Why? What do you mean why? Who do you have to blame? Yourself. But you were so nice. Yes, but my mercy is not permanent, except for those who remain my slave. You understand? Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, when describing Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, said, Ar-Rahman is for all creatures in the world. Ar-Rahim is only for believers. Why did he say that? Because he knows Ar-Rahman is what? By definition, temporary. You want the permanent afterlife mercy? What do you have to be? A real slave. Then you get to have permanent mercy. So Allah says, before you start thinking that I'm not coming after you, I'm only not coming after you because I put it on the calendar. Maliki Yawmiddin. Master of Judgment Day. Master of the day of decision making, where precise, accurate audits and accounting will take place. Everybody will answer precisely for what they did. I own that day entirely. In other words, don't just start thinking I'm only merciful, I'm going to take your account too. The word deen, I'll work backwards, the word deen means accurate, precise loans that are owed at a particular day. It's like you owe Allah your deeds, and you owe Allah whatever you did in this world, and He owes you compensation, payment, punishment, reward, whatever He owes you. All of that will be delivered very, very precisely. And He says He owns that day, Malik.